Hey guys, Coach Mark. Hey, I want to talk about communication today and about miscommunication. You know, communication is the key to all relationships, and miscommunication is a destroyer of those same relationships. In this life, we communicate with each and every person that we come in contact with, whether it's through facial expressions, through our words, through our actions, whether it's touch or verbal. But sometimes we can have miscommunication, and that leads to strife. And I'm going to take it into the sport field first, and we'll go from there. So a lot of times on the field of play, we have miscommunications. I live in the lacrosse world, and a lot of times we miscommunicate how we want people to dodge or to play defense. In that miscommunication, there's usually frustration. Understand that we have to deal with the frustration of miscommunication quickly. We have to nip it in the bud and destroy it before it destroys the team, before it destroys us. Anger develops a lot of times from miscommunication. And understand that a lot of times when we have miscommunication, it's not anyone's fault. It just happens. That's the way this life works. And let's take it into the physical or human realm for a second. To this day and age, we live in a tech-savvy world where we no longer talk to people on the phone. We no longer see people face to face. We spend our time tic-tac talking on our text, or we're Snapchatting, or any of those other avenues for communication. Well, you can't see a facial expression or an intent in a text. And understand that it can destroy your life. It can destroy your relationship. Think about this. If you text someone and your intent was to be jovial or joking, and they take it the wrong way, without facial expression, without word or voice inflection, how do they know? So when miscommunication like that happens and we realize that, we can't get angry that they didn't take it the right way. We've got to destroy it. We've got to acknowledge it. And we've got to understand that a lot of times it's no one's fault. It's just the way that it was construed to us. Let's talk about regular communication for a second. When it comes to communicating with those that you love, I'm asking you to get face to face, to smell the breath of the person that you love the most, to get in contact, because there's so much to be said for contact, for physical touch of the people that you come or should come in contact with. If we just go to a place in a space where all we do is text our moms, where we just text our spouse, our girlfriends, our friends, our brothers, our sisters, the humanity of it goes away. We need to simplify, and we need to get back to a place where we are in the presence of those that we love. We need to make time to communicate one-on-one, face-to-face with the people in our lives. It's just too easy to fall apart, to separate emotionally, because we haven't been close physically. There's something about a human touch that changes everything. Think about those in your lives who are grieving, and how a hug from one that you love changes everything. It changes the atmosphere. It changes our mindset. It changes everything about the situation. As a young child, when I would go out and ride my bike and try and jump over whatever I decided I was going to jump over, and I would destroy my bike and destroy my body. My mother would take me into her lap, and no matter how bad I was bleeding or what stitches I needed or what might have been broken, she was there to comfort me. And you know, in those moments when she would pick me up and hold her in her arms, and I could be blasted. I mean, no skin on my face, knees busted up, but when she would pick me up with her loving arms and communicate her love for me, even though I had done a knucklehead stupid thing, which I'm very good at, the pain would go away, even if it was momentarily. And I would understand that it was going to be okay. Because understand that a lot of times when we get lost in the moment of pain, when we get lost in the moment of discouragement, that we can't see past our own face. We can't see past the moment that we're in. But through human contact from someone that we love to take us and guide us through, to let us understand that it's going to be okay. Because if we're only isolated to ourselves and we don't let others in, and it's just text, someone can well wish you texts and it means nothing. Think about the socials and how on your birthday, so many people text you and wish you a happy birthday. It means nothing. But the few people who actually come into your presence on that day and wish you a happy birthday in person, maybe give you a hug, a cake, a gift, whatever it would be, those interactions, those encounters mean so much more than a happy B-Day. So communicate with those that you love. Do it in person. Now, I get it. There are times when you just have to shoot a text and let people know that you're thinking about them. But when you can, text is the worst. Phone call is second best. But in person is the greatest way that you can communicate with someone. They see the interaction that you have with them in that moment. They hear the inflection of your voice. They see the intent of your words through your face. And the touch of your hand can change everything.